we talk about the US economy being strong, but China's GDP that just came out was 6.7%. If that trade battle with China continues to escalate, who wins it ultimately? Who can
so
take
right now, I'd put in the skirmish category. And, the business community is pretty much represented to the president that we agree with a lot of the issues raised by China. The business community in general would have approached it differently, which is to get Canada, Mexico, Japan, and Europe to have a common front to present to China the way trade should be done. It needs to be fixed. We want it to be fixed. He's taken an approach which, I'm a little worried could create these negative outcomes. We've told the president that. I'm hoping his methods work. If it becomes more in the skirmish, if you do $200 billion more and you do the auto tariff, stuff like that, yeah, I think it could offset, some of the benefit we've had from the good things he's done.
You said you told the president that you disagree with his tactics. Yes. What was his response?
He obviously doesn't agree with us, and so, but I would also I would also tell the president that two of his advisors told him, and I'm not going to name them, but they told him there will be no retaliation. We said there absolutely will be, and they were wrong. Several people said there would be no effect on consumer spending or inflation, and they're wrong. So the fact is, some of those things are wrong. I want him to do what he wants. I want him to succeed at having better trade. I think NAFTA should be done. I mean, they've been talking about this for a long time now. It should be done by now. Mexico is a wonderful neighbor of ours, and we should move on, do a deal with Canada, and then focus on China.
Now, clearly, as you've already said, you disagree with his tactics. But if we consider the news that came out of his meeting with Jean-Claude Juncker last week, that there is progress between the US and the EU, does that suggest that in the long term, he may be proven right, that this could all work out for the best?
It may. I mean, I don't know any better than you.
But you criticize his advisors for giving him the wrong advice on tactics?
Well, no, I think there's been retaliation. And I think if we do it, there'll be another predictable round of retaliation, and there'll be a mounting uncertainty and a reducing investment, and it'll eventually slow down the GDP. And of course, no one wants that. We think there are just better ways to do it, but obviously we want him to finish a trade deal with China that deals with the important subjects. Reciprocal ownership, how intellectual property gets handled, non-tariff barriers and stuff like that. So those issues are all real. They need to be resolved.